Science, to be able to do the studies that we do and others do, takes money. And as per the example I gave you, if they are not funding your research in the national granting agencies because of some perceived retractions of the blogs, of the various things that attack you, then you can't get money from the public agencies. The private entities don't have that much money. And the reality is that this stuff costs money to do. None of this is free. It's not, we're not back in the day of, the rich English scientists sitting in their back garden and, doing their science in their basement. These things are labor intensive, they're costly, and without money you don't do them. And so the idea behind these attacks, the idea behind the calls for not letting this research be done is first to dry up the money, and secondly to make sure that animal care committees will never approve anything that might draw the ire of the pharmaceutical companies. So that's not going to happen. With those two things, you're done. And if the science doesn't get done, the only narrative that is out there is going to be the pharmaceuticals narrative, brought to you by Paul Offit and others like Paul Offit, and repeated endlessly by the media that depends for their profits on the pharmaceutical industry. So the answer is, it's never going to get done unless governments change, unless people in government are ready to stand up to the pharma and other lobbyists, unless philanthropists come forward and decide they just want the answers. Again, but that's why even if those people were to come forward, that's why the attack is on animal care committees. This research should not be done. This research is too threatening. It's going to kill children. It's going to unravel herd immunity. It's going to do whatever. So you shouldn't do it, and you're wasting animals. And it's just animal care committees should never approve this research. So it's a two-pronged approach: cut off the money, cut off the permission to do the studies. Science doesn't get done. The only science now, if you want to call it science, that's being done is done by the pharma, and the media will report it. And everything is peachy. And everything you're seeing must just be the figment of your imagination, and it's because of that tinfoil hat you're wearing, and can't possibly be happening. And even if it were, it would be a good thing, because neurodiversity is wonderful. So, really, Anne, just shut up and go away and stop bothering people with this stuff. And you're wasting everybody's time. Let's talk about Turkey. I don't know. Let's talk about this is an old game. And again, direct your listeners to the book, because it's they've been playing this game for a long time, and they've just perfected it to a T now, and it's now you're really seeing it kind of come into full force. So no, the sad short answer is no, the science won't get done.